it's Butters, and today I am telling a relatively embarrassing story. I figured that this was the proper occasion to do so, since I am now officially 21. January 25th is my birthday. So today, I thought I would tell a story about the first time that I got drunk sick. Oh no. I told myself I wouldn't be posting about alcohol at all on any of my social media until I'm 21, so making this video is very weird for me. If you guys don't like it, it's okay, let me know, because I'm sweating about to tell this story, because I'm just, oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing, it's alcohol, it's a little controversial, so I don't know. If you guys don't like it, let me know, it's okay, I won't be insulted. And so let's just hop right into the story, shall we? I'm shaking trying to tell a story, I'm so nervous. It was January of 2014, I had just freshly turned 19 years old, and I was heading back from college, which is a 4-hour drive for me, and while I was driving, I got pulled over. The reasoning for being pulled over was pretty silly. Apparently my windows were a bit too tinted, but they weren't. They were completely legal. He had to test them out, and the number was okay, and he was like, okay, you can go on your merry way. And I was just put in a really grumpy mood, because I don't like being pulled over. It's no fun. I then made it home, saw my mom and my dad, they welcomed me in, and they were like, oh, so how was the drive? And I told them I got pulled over for a really stupid reason. I'm just not having it right now. My mom decided to console me by ordering some pizza for us all, and while she was ordering the pizza, she drinks wine all the time. She had her wine glass out, I was sitting there, and I was like, Mom, can I have a sip of your wine? She's like, yeah, sure, go ahead. I do it all the time, so she doesn't really care. And I took that one sip, and it was one of those, wow, this is really good right now. So after my mom hung up on the phone, I told her, I said, Mom, I've had a very long day, a very long week. I'm ready to relax for this weekend. Is there any way that I can treat myself to some of your wine? Quick disclaimer about alcohol, you should never use alcohol to solve your problems, or if you're in a bad mood drinking alcohol, I don't really recommend that. I say you should drink alcohol when you want to celebrate something. That's the best way to drink it so you don't overdo it or use it as a tool or a crutch to feel happier. You should, in my opinion, you should drink alcohol to celebrate something, to be happy. And if you drink when you're happy, you'll avoid situations like the one I was in this story. My mama said, yeah, sure, help yourself to my wine. If you want some beer, have some beer. Just have whatever you want what's in the fridge. And I was just like, all right, here we go. This is it. Here we go. So I got my first glass of wine, and my mom's wine glasses are absolutely huge. Apparently one wine glass of hers actually counts for 2. So I had one wine glass, which equaled about 2 wine glasses. My boyfriend at the time came over, the pizza was delivered, I was sitting there with a big old glass of wine, and I was just happy as could be. I was definitely toasty, I was talking a lot, I was like, yo, like, life is so good right now, oh my gosh, and you know, it was good in the moment, I guess, and then things went south very quickly. I didn't really notice I was doing it, I knew I was, but I didn't really think of the consequences, but I would see that my wine glass was like, probably had a third left, so I'd go to the fridge and I would fill it back up all the way and then drink some more, and then when I saw it was about 1/3, I'd fill it up all the way again and then drink some more. So basically I could not figure out how much I had drinking during the night, and that's what got me in trouble. My mom and dad told me, you might want to slow down there, Hannah, you're drinking a little too much, you probably need to stop, eat some pizza, drink some water, you need to slow down a bit. And I was just like, man, life is so good, I don't need to slow down at all, like, I'm happy as can be, I'm gonna drink me some more wine. And they just kind of gave each other the eye like, oh no, it's gonna be one of those nights, here we go. So I was sitting on the couch with all my dogs on the floor, and I was sitting there with my wine like, yeah, life is good, and all of a sudden I just thought, uh-oh, and then I puked on the floor. Yeah. It's very sporadic and very quick, the moment where it goes from like, yeah, life is great, to just sick. It's so quick, and it's really hard to judge when it's gonna happen, so you really gotta learn how to monitor how much you've drinking. But this was my first time getting drunk sick, so I wasn't really too sure how much I could drink before I got sick, but I figured out my limit that night. Also, I don't really remember this, but apparently I puked on my dog. This is so embarrassing. Why am I telling this story? I feel so bad. Please forgive me, my subscribers, my family, and my dog. I hope you all please forgive me. I think I also puked on my UGG boots, which are really, really expensive, so yeah, I really done good for that night. The rest of the night was kind of a blur to me. Apparently I was crying, and I kept on saying, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Mom, Dad, I'm so sorry. Apparently I'm a very apologetic drunk, so I kept on saying I'm so sorry, because it's no fun having to take care of somebody who's drunk sick, you know? And I remember I was puking, and I looked up at the TV because the TV was playing. The movie Easy A had just started playing, and I was like, oh, I love this movie, and then I had to puke. Then I look back up 5 minutes later, and it was the very end of the film. The credits were rolling, and I was like, wow, I wonder why they're playing only clips of Easy A. And then I came to the awful realization that, oh my gosh, I've been puking for 2 hours. I think it was about 2 or 3 a.m. when I was finally sent downstairs into the basement to sleep. We have 2 couches down there, so I slept on one couch and my dad slept on the other to make sure that I don't choke on my puke in the middle of the night, or just to make sure that I'm okay. And I just remember like laying down. I was sipping on a Coke because Coke helps your stomach feel a little bit better, and I just remember feeling it's honestly, being drunk sick is the worst I think I've ever felt in my life. It's the worst, the absolute worst. It also hurts your self-esteem a little bit because it's your fault you're in that situation when you're drunk sick. Like, you could have prevented it, but no, you decided to be a party animal and drink a whole bunch for whatever reason. Then you got yourself sick, and then you gotta have somebody take care of you. It hurt my self-esteem a little bit. I felt so bad that I took my parents' wonderful night away from them because I got a little drunk sick. I could not sleep very well that night either. I remember waking up at about 6, 7 a.m. We have a gas fireplace, so we had it turned on to make me feel better. And I just woke up shivering and just feeling so sick that I had to crawl on the floor, legitimately crawl because I felt so bad. I had to crawl onto the floor, curl up in front of the fireplace, bring a little pillow with me, and just kind of just lay there and pretty much cry myself to sleep. I woke up the next day with my first hangover, and obviously it was a terrible feeling. You're just very dehydrated, so I went and talked to my mom and dad. They made sure that I was drinking a whole bunch of water, and they told me to just stay inside the whole day, play video games, which, you know, I was like, oh, okay, I can do that. So I was playing video games, and my sister and her boyfriend come downstairs and are just like, hey, we heard you weren't feeling too good today, what happened? And I was just sitting there like, oh, you know, it's just an off day, you know, you get those days you're not feeling too good. I think I got a bit of a cold or something. I did not want to tell my sister I was hungover. I don't know why. It would just really hurt my self-esteem to tell her like, yeah, I got sick last night drinking. So she went to the bathroom, and her boyfriend was in the room with me, and he was like, oh, are you feeling okay? And I was just like, yeah, dude, I'm really hungover. I got really sick last night. Fun fact, I didn't tell my sister about this experience until 2-3 months after it happened, just because it was gonna hurt my self-esteem so bad if I told her right after, like, yeah, I got drunk sick back at home on mom's wine, yeah, I'm so cool. But that basically concludes the story of me getting drunk sick for the first time. I ended up being hungover for 2-3 days after it happened too. It was definitely really draining on my body, and that's not happening again anytime soon. I told myself at that time, like, that's never happening again. Though it did happen one more time, but since then, it's only happened 2 times in my life where I've gotten drunk sick. So I think I'm doing pretty good. As a college student, I think I'm doing pretty dang good. And also, I don't want you guys thinking I'm an alcoholic or anything. I know how to handle alcohol now. My family has taught me really well. I only drink to celebrate things. I don't drink on weekdays. I'm not a huge drinker, so I just want to let you guys know, like, I don't have a problem. Alcohol is great when you use it properly. Alcohol is terrible when you use it improperly. So just letting you guys know, I got this. I think I know what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing, and yeah. This video feels very controversial, but hey, it's my 21st birthday. I'm gonna upload this video. I'm gonna upload it. I hope you guys don't judge me too much. That was a bad butters. Anyways, like, comment, please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video of whatever I make. Bye-bye.